There's been non-stop speculation, but let's clear it up. Ripple is not going public in 2025. That's a direct quote from Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple doesn't need to raise capital. They're fully funded and have no reason to deal with the red tape of public markets. The US environment has been hostile, and Ripple's priority right now isn't IPOs. It's building. And building they are. Ripple just acquired Hidden Road, which now has FINRA approval to operate as a broker-dealer. That gives Ripple a regulatory green light to serve institutions with clearing, prime brokerage, and fixed income infrastructure. This isn't a small move. It's part of Ripple's broader plan to become the Amazon of crypto. They don't just launch products, they master them, then move on to the next vertical. Meanwhile, over at the DTCC, which clears over 2 quadrillion a year, blockchain is being rolled out for real-time collateral movement. The rumor mill says R3 and XDC might play a role, but let's be real. Why would the US rely on a Singapore-based chain to settle American financial markets? Ripple has former DTCC leadership on its board. The pieces are already aligned. Across the Atlantic, the European Central Bank is advancing the digital euro, and Ripple has been there from the start. They've contributed to white papers and participated in technical pilots. Christine Lagarde, now head of the ECB and formerly of the IMF, has made it clear she favors compliance and stability, exactly what Ripple offers. Bitcoin's out, regulated assets are in, the ECB has already picked a winner, they're just onboarding the public. This is where XRP's auto-bridging comes in. When there's low liquidity between currencies, XRP steps in as a bridge asset. It automatically routes value through XRP to get you the best rate. This is core infrastructure, and it's live. But what about price action? That's driven by supply shocks. In 2017, when Ripple locked up half the supply, the price took off. If stablecoin regulations squeeze USDT and XRP becomes the go-to settlement asset, demand will overwhelm the available supply. We're talking ETFs, institutional buying, and maybe 20 ETFs launching at once. That's billions in capital chasing a limited float. Some say only 1 billion XRP are on exchanges. Others say it's more like 2 to 3 billion. But either way, institutions have deeper pockets than retail. When they move in, the price has no choice but to move up, fast. So where do you stand? Shrimp, shark, whale? Where do you want to be before the supply crunch hits? And shout out to the XRP army out here making waves, flying the XRP flag inside the Great Pyramid. That's next level conviction. If you got value from this, hit like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more. We're just getting started.